I'm
Mhm.
curious for you, when you were in that stage of the process where like you've told your wife, you've told your kids, you've told your parents, and you're kind of navigating the waters of who are my friends now and where is my place, that part of yourself and God. Like, did you feel like, okay, I can be who I am and still keep my relationship or my conception of God in relation to me in that sense? Do you know what I'm saying? Or did
Yeah,
you feel like
no,
if I embrace this part of
uh
myself, I'm going to have to let that go?
no, I was not letting it go.
Okay.
Definitely not. However, I had the opportunity because of, like I said, my friends that were more progressive were actually at that time starting a satellite campus, and so I went with them, but we were still, um, following the rules of the mothership, so to speak,
Got
meaning
you.
because I had come out, I was no longer allowed to sing, right? I was no longer allowed to be on stage. There was specific I was not allowed to teach Sunday school any longer, but I could be a greeter. So I was allowed to greet people and hold the door. So that's what I did because I wasn't gonna leave. Um, which at the time felt good. I don't know why, but in retrospect, it's like, well, that's shitty.
Right.
Right,
Right.
we'll take your money and we'll let you do all the grunt work,
Exactly.
but stay out of the mic.
You
Like,
can be in the room, but you can't sit at the table.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Uh,
hear you. I hear you with that.
and honestly, in some ways, I do think that was a catalyst for my supportive group of friends to really break off, following all that, so that they could be fully LGBT affirming and be their authentic selves, not have this conflict of values that they were having to adhere to because they were part of this larger organization. So that was freedom for them, and I'm very grateful for them, sacrificing their own connections and their own family and their own loss that they've experienced. But I held on and did what I could just so that I could be there, um, and still have the connection of belonging, but also my spirituality. But even now, when I look back, I do believe that the weight is on community and connections. What we received that from church, the way that we were brought up, like and it was always so intimate, maybe to a level of enmeshment, and that's another concept that I have to
Yes.
figure out,
Yes.
because we were very boundaryless through everything growing up, and now here I am trying to, in my 50s, try to learn how to set healthy boundaries. That's